I think it's important for me to tell a story. Are you ready for a story? So this is a good story. So this story is about a young girl. And this young girl is 27 years old. And at the age of 27, this young girl falls in love. Have you ever been in love before? And this was not just like any old kind of love. This was like that, head over heels, do anything for it kind of love. Have you ever been in love like that before? And this girl, when she fell in love, it wasn't a person that she had fell in love with. She had fell in love with a thing. And she was in love with this thing. And the great thing about the thing is that it loved her back too. Isn't it nice to love someone and then they love you back? And she was excited. And when she could tell that this thing was meant for her. Because when she was involved in it, she was so happy. She was helping people. She was seeing her business grow. And she had no idea what this thing was going to grow to. I mean, it went crazy. The amount of money she made, the people that she was helping. And she had no clue that the thing would grow to be so big. And then one day, the thing that she loved got sick. And can you imagine loving something that gets sick? And the girl was like, well, I'm confused. The thing was supposed to live on forever. That was the story that was told, and I believe that story, and I told that story, and you loved me, and you said you were going to always love me. It kept getting sick, and it would go from being sick and losing this part of it, and being sick again, and losing another part of it, and the girl was sad, and so the girl didn't train at events because she was sad. She had lost the love of her life. And she felt like it was never coming back. And so one day, her fairy godfather appeared out of nowhere. And the fairy godfather says, well, what's wrong? And she said, I'm sad. I'm losing my thing. And he said, well, I'm going to grant you a wish. What do you want in the wish? And she said, okay, I want you to keep the thing alive. And he said, done. She said, I want you to keep the thing in a good place financially. Get it out of its financial trouble. And he said, done. And then she said, I want you to make sure that the thing has good products and services. And he said, done. And so here's the thing. It's alive. It's still here. But here's the weird part about everything. He said, I'm going to do all of this, but I have to let you know that the thing is going to die. I'm going to grant your wishes, but it's going to die, and I need you to be okay with it dying. She said, but it's going to look the same, right? You're going to keep it alive, right? And he said, yeah. It's going to be in a good place financially, right? Yeah. Okay, well, let's do this. So we have this new thing. And it looks like the old thing. But it was something that didn't feel the same. And what didn't feel the same was that it was under new management, the new thing. And the girl was just like, that is not what I loved. Who are you? And she's like going crazy because she was in love. You have to understand, she had loved this thing for 10 years of her life. That's a decade. It's a long time. And so she got upset because she loved the thing and she loved the people in the thing, and the new thing wasn't doing what the old thing was doing. And so she would be on conference calls and, no, that is not what we used to do. And combative and sad, very sad, because even though my new thing looks like my old thing, something about it is so different that it makes me sad. And so the girl is sad. She doesn't train. She's coming to events and she's here, but she's really not here. And so the fairy godmother comes back, fairy godfather comes back. And he said, "Why are you so sad?" And he said, "You asked me to keep it alive. It's still alive, isn't it?" And she said, "Yes." "You asked me to make it good financially, and it's good financially, isn't it?" And she said, "Yes." "Does it have good products?" "Yes." "Well, what's the problem?" "It's not the same." And the fairy godfather says, "Come here. I want to show you something. Come over here." And then he brings the girl to this huge crystal ball. And she looks into the crystal ball, and he says, "I want you to see the new thing in the future." And she looks, and it's like a stadium filled with like a Beyonce concert. And it's not $1 million company. It's $1 billion company. Well, last time we created about, 20, maybe 30 millionaires. How many is that? That's not right. Is that 5,000? And she keeps like looking at the fairy godfather like, this can't be the thing that I know right now, is it? No, this new thing, this isn't it, is it? He says, yes, this is the new thing. And she said, well, I think I'm going to like that new thing. And he's like, great, She's like, okay, I think I can get excited. I think I can get excited because I see this new thing, and I think I can get excited if we can make it even better than the old thing. But he said, well, there's one thing. And see, he said, you know this. You've been a leader for 12 years. You can never go to another level in anything if you don't agree with your leader. And I was like, what does that mean? And he said, the new thing, the new guy, the one you're always arguing with, you have to agree with him. I was like, even though I don't want to? And he said, if you want the new thing to be the new thing, then yes. How many times have you told someone on your team that you can never get far when you don't agree with your upline? How many times have you told someone on your team that it's never great when you're combative with the people that are there to help you? How many times have you seen somebody on your team that will knock themselves out of the game all because of just the negativity that's around them that they can't get rid of? How many times have you seen that? And I said, well, all the time. It never works. You can never build greatness with negativity. You can never go to another level when you can't see the future. You can never look at something small and it be something great if you can't look at it as it is already great. He says, so the one thing is you have to agree with your new leadership. This has been a very hard thing for me because Nelson is crazy. In a good way. But he said, is it alive? I said, yes. Is it financially stable? I said, yes. Does it have good products? And I said, yes. And sometimes we could be so stuck in the past that we can't create a new future. But you have to talk to your leader, and no matter what you think that they don't know, no matter what you think that they haven't done for you, no matter what you think that isn't right, no matter what it is, because I've seen it over and over and over and over again, you will never, ever go to the next level if you can't be in alignment with your leadership. This was and has been the hardest thing that I've ever had to deal with in my entire life. The hardest thing. The hardest thing. Because this is more than a business. And I am tired of hearing people say, it's just business, it's not personal. This is all personal. All of it. All of it. It's personal. And you have to understand, as we build this thing together, as much as you disagree with someone, if y'all don't have the same personalities, if it's something they did to you that you don't like, you have to forgive them. You have to. Because you really, truly can't go to another level without it. And we have to forget about who left us. We have to forget about what is not what it used to be, because it's just the past. And God will allow a brighter future if we believe. So here's some things that I believe that we can do when it does come to branding that can change us. Because the good thing about the past is that it's great. It's a reference, right, of what once was. But what if we could make this better than before? See, the past was what people loved about us, was we created a lifestyle. If you came to nationals, everybody was decked out. You know, we really put on blast for you guys, like the homes, the cars. And I believe that everybody was striving. If you came to a presentation, you saw a lifestyle video, right? And you wanted to be and have the lifestyle of the people that had come and done great things in this business. Am I correct? Right? So that was the past us. Do you guys remember that past, some of you? But what if we could create a different future? And what if we could brand ourselves in a different kind of way? So what if people could love us now and know us? Because everyone knows you for something. Like, they know 5 Links for those people who drive Bentleys. They've known 5 Links for, oh my gosh, all those people that are doing well, the cars, the homes. But what if people will love us, and it's really about who we're becoming, and more helping people to be economically empowered. Now yes. So this is just a thought, but this is what's going on in my mind. I want you to see this. So branding is all about what you want to be known for, right? So in branding, in major companies, when you say Apple, you think of the what? Kleenex, you think of tissue, Nike, the sneakers. Like, they're all known for something. They're known for something, and it's the quality of it. It's something about it that makes it unique, but everybody knows it. And 5 Links was known for something in the past, but that's just not who we are anymore. But what if we could create something different? We get a chance to create the future with the lessons from the past. This was our past. These are pictures. Do you remember these pictures? Look at Tupac and Kurt with their Bentleys. Remember how like people would come to our events and they would see like all the cars and stuff out front, and they would be walking in and everybody wants to get a BMW, they want to get a car. How much does a car make you? Huh? How much does a Bentley make you? Nothing. I haven't gotten any more reps with a Bentley than I did with a Honda Accord. A Bentley's a nice car, but this is what everybody was looking. Now, here's the problem. Can I be honest? You see the watch and the rings? When we lost good people, it was because all their money was in those things. So we created something that wasn't even the best thing for the people that were at the top. So what if we could create something different? What if I didn't show you how to have the red bottoms, but what if 5 Links money could show you how to build up your retirement? What if it could show you how to purchase like a property that you could rent out and have passive income for the rest of your life? What if you could pull up to the meeting and then when you're introducing your guest to the leadership, you say, okay, I want you to meet this leader right here. Now, she has 27 properties. And they're all paid for in cash. I want you to meet this guy. Come meet him. You're going to love him. You're going to love him. I mean, like, he literally, no Gucci, no nothing. You ever see those memes that's like, okay, let me show you what $1 billion looks like? And there's no Gucci in the picture. Let me show you this guy. Let me show you him. Oh my God, you're not going to believe this. This guy has $1 million in the bank, and it produces $100,000 a year in passive income from stocks and bonds. Oh my God, you're going to love her. Come meet her. Come meet her. Listen, she's a single mom. You won't believe this, but she took the business and she put $100,000 away for her kids' school, and now they can go to school debt-free. So what if what we were showing wasn't the things that got us in trouble? What if we were showing the things that could help us to live and pass on generational wealth, truly pass on generational wealth? See, a brand is all what you create. And what we created was what we didn't have. But we also didn't have something that somebody just never taught us to do, which was to build wealth. But sometimes you got to learn from the past to build a brighter future. So no, my thing, it's not here anymore. It's gone. And the next time you're on a conference call and you're a leader and you're upset because something isn't what you remember it to quite be, you are correct. It is not the same. And you might not like it, but it's here. You might not like it, but guess what? It's producing. And all we have to do is to change our minds, to change the way we've seen where we were to where we are today. And I promise you, for each and every single one of you that's still holding on to something from the past, we'll brand ourselves in a different way. We'll become a different company. And this time around, when incomes from businesses fluctuate, this time around, you'll have more than shoes and clothes and cars. This time around, you'll have something that no one can ever, ever take away from you.
Louisiana.